Hey guys, it's day 22 of the 30-day breakout, and today is tax day. So I'm going to just give you some tax info. I will also put it in the comments below so you can print them off, or if you want me to email you the file so you can print it off to just get like a general whatever. These again, they're just a starting point for you own your own business. These are tax exemptions and things to keep track of that any small business owner can do. I do them for my photography as well. Of course, you can always get help with a tax consultant person, things like that. Do your own research, whatever. This is your business. These are small business owner responsibilities. So, but here's just some things to start keeping track of because you want the perks of tax write-offs, especially as you get higher up and your business grows. So, gas mileage. If you're coming to It Works related meetings, events, one team, one missions, if you're meeting to wrap somebody, if you're meeting to talk to a potential distributor, things like that. If you're going to the store for supplies for a wrap party, if you're driving to a wrap party, the post office to mail flyers, whatever you're doing like that, keep track of your mileage because you can write off. And there's two different ways to claim. Again, this is generic. I'm not going into all of that. I don't want to scare people or confuse them, but if you have questions, we can of course talk about them. Your home office, you're in my home office right now. If you have a setup in your home, and what I was told years ago is as long as you could like enclose it, maybe like folding doors, or if you have an extra bedroom or whatever, you get to write off a portion of your home based on these measurements. Again, I'm not going to go into real specifics, but say you have a 10 by 10 room and your house is 1,000 square feet, your room takes up 100 square feet, so you can write off 10% of your utilities, your water, consumers, taxes, house insurance, things like that. That's legit. That's in the tax books. Your home office, any supplies you need, paper for your printer, ink, you can write off portions of that unless it's strictly all at works, then write it all off. But if it's sometimes used for personal use, you have to take a percent. And if you've gifted items, like, some of us leaders give to downline when they promote and things like that, or if you're mailing different things, those are tax write-offs. Keep track, keep receipts, the mileage that you took to go get whatever you gave. If you just sell, Uncle Joe a wrap, you need to keep track that you sold that wrap, because obviously It Works doesn't know to send that to you on a 1099 at the end of the year, which you only get those if you've made over $600 in the previous year. Which my first year I did not, but I kept track of things like that so I could still claim it as a business. If you do contest giveaway items like host a post, and you send somebody a wrap that they won, keep track of that because that counts as a loss because you gave it away to try to improve business. If you're mailing out samples, keep track of, I used 2 boxes of greens to go last year as samples. You write off the cost and the postage and the trips to the post office and all of that. It adds up. It's something to seriously keep track of. If you buy fab wrap and tape measures and saran wrap to take to wrap parties or to just have if you meet somebody to wrap them, keep track of those costs. And again, if you have a party and you're buying water or some light snacks or things like that, keep track of that. If you're hosting a team meeting and it costs money for things like that, keep track of that. Fees. When you've been in the business for a year, you have a $35 renewal fee. Of course, that's a write-off because it's a business expense. Your website, if you're running your website, it's $20 a month. That is a tax write-off. If you only ran it for a couple months, keep track of how many months you paid that $20 fee. The first month is free. There is a fee for transferring your commission. I think it's like $1 or something. If you would like to keep track of that and write off $12 a year as a loss from your income, go for it. If you set up, I know some people have a business account just for their It Works things. I have one for my photography. The bank charges me like $7 a month. I keep track of that because that adds up, by the end of the year. So if you have something like that, keep track of that. Internet and phone bills, a portion is taken, but they again do it obviously you don't use your phone 100% for it works. I work with my tax guy and I say, okay, about this amount is used for business and this amount is personal. So then I can write off 70% of my phone bill and internet as, work related, or whatever number you come up with. If you were to be audited, you will have to prove that percent. So I wouldn't say like 90% of my phone is business, because you have to provide proof just in case Uncle Sam would like to know some details. Again, we talked about the postage. That counts. So keep track of your receipts from the post office, things like that. Education stuff. If you go to a One Team One Mission, they're like $10 or $11 to get into, or some other bigger events. Or if you just go see some other leadership person speak, or business savvy person, maybe a speaking Lansing and you pay to go see them. That's a tax write-off, because that's education. Education towards your business is deductible, as is the gas ticket there. If you buy books, I have some books up there. Those are a write-off as well. As long as it's like related to professional development, growing your business, like you buying the Twilight series or something is probably not going to count. Advertisements, when you buy Blitz cards, your It Works magazines, ad space in whatever you can get ad space in, or magnets for your car or whatever, 100% write-off. Apparel, 100% write-off. If you rent a booth at something, it costs you money, write that off, write off your mileage to get there, all of that. Or any other events like that. If you are asked to do charitable donations, which we got asked as a team a few times last year, and some individuals did it stuff individually, that is a write-off. Anything you give away for free, write off what it costs you to, your actual cost of it. Travel expenses. Lots of us are loving to go to Florida, or wherever you might go that's It Works related. Typically it's Florida. But if you were to go to some of the bigger team meetings out in Iowa, that would be 100% write-off too. But if you are going somewhere and it's 100% It Works, or solely It Works, like, us going to Florida in February and in July, 100% of your flight, hotel, or house, whatever we do, and your car is a tax write-off. 50% of your meals while you're on this workation is a tax write-off. And 50% of entertainment, if it's work-related, before and after different things, is also a write-off. Again, some of these be kind of leery, don't go overboard. But I know if I have work or a dinner meeting with one of my It Works people, I'm going to claim that, because we always are talking business one way or another. So again, these are just general tips for everyone. I would like you to come up with a spreadsheet to keep track of your expenses, and I will post a screenshot of mine from last year. And yeah, if there's any questions, get a hold of me. I will answer them the best I can. Obviously, I'm not a tax person, just a crazy rap girl. Okay, love you guys. Bye.